Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn what is exception handling in Dart language. So before starting, let's understand what is exception handling. So whenever we write a program, okay, there are some chances of getting an error in the program, or somewhere the program gets break. So the whenever there is an error, so the program interrupts itself, so it stops working. But what if we don't want the program to stop working, and it should go further and run or execute another statements below it? So for that we use error exceptional handling to maintain the flow of program and to make user experience much better. If for example, if you want live example of exception handling, is our password checking in our applications. If you enter a wrong password or password less than some digits like 8, there is a limit of like password should be greater than 8 characters. So such type of, if you put some less value, different value from the allowed value, so you will get an error, or a warning. The application don't stop working, right? It just give you a warning to change the values. So this is called exceptional handling. So let's write a code and understand what how it works. So let's do the main function again. Now for example, let's see what actually happens when we don't handle the exceptions. For example, we have integer number int, okay, and integer, and I have value x equal to, for example, 15, and another value int y equal to 0, and also an integer to store the result of these values. This is an empty variable. Now I will just store result equal to x divided by y. So it's showing a warning here. The value of type double can't be assigned to the variable of int. Okay, so because there is a division, there is many chances of the result is double. So it is saying that please change the type of this division to integer. So there is the best method to do is to just put a negation sign over here before backslash, so front slash. So this means that the it will divide, you can see that if either operand is a double, then the result of the truncating division a negation forward slash b is equivalent to a slash b dot truncate to int. That means it will truncate, means it will reduce the decimals as well as it will convert it to integer values, right? So this is, now let's print the rest. Okay, yeah, so let's see what happens if we run the program. So we got an huge error here. You can see that unhandled exception, which is integer division by 0 exception. So it give an exception that integer division by 0, that is the term is divided by 0, which is not allowed. Actually there is an exception here, error. So the program stops working here. So if I write any program, any other that you can say statement below, it will not be printed, or you can say interrupted because the program has been stopped. Okay, so if I want to avoid this interruption of my application or my program, I will use exception handling to handle this exception, the integer division by 0. For handling this exception, I will just wrap this res x division by y in try. There is a concept called try catch, and which handles the exception. So it is try something, to try some statement or try some function or try some task. If that doesn't happen, then catch the error and handle that error. So try this. So I will try the division of x by y, and then if there is an error, we will use on. Now what was the exception here? Integer division by exception, right? So on integer division by exception, we will just copy this from here and then we will put it here. Okay. So yeah, so on integer division exception error, just print, I will just put print statement on in here, which means okay, the number cannot be divided by 0. Okay, so on means on that, on if some expression given. Okay, on if there is an exception which we got in the previous code, after running the previous code, integer division by 0. So we just took this integer division by 0 and put here. So if this error occurs this time, it will not print so much big or this big error in the terminal. It will just print this, the number cannot be divided by 0. Okay, so let's run the program and see what's the output is. Okay, the number cannot be divided by 0. Okay, so it gives the exception without giving the bigger you can say so many lines of error in the terminal. And what if now the what it does is it also now continue the uh, execution of another lines of statements, like by using finally. The finally means you can still go further and execute the another lines of code. Like I want to do one more statement to print. Okay, finally the code was executed. Let's run the program and see what output it gives. Sorry, I just forgot the semicolon here. Okay, the number cannot be divided by 0, that exception which we got by dividing x by 0. And finally, that is finally the code was executed. That means that even after the exception given by the x divided by y, it gave an exception and then it continued executing the further statements. Okay, which was not possible when we created when we written this okay, x result equal to x negation slash y negation slash y. Okay, so after printing this rest, if we have written some another like statement, like print another statement, let's see what happens. So yeah, it didn't printed the another statement. Instead it given big so many lines of error, and it just ended here. Okay, without going further. So that's the reason we wrote that exceptional handling to uh, handle the error and go further with the execution of the another statements below that code. So this was the simple exception handling. And there is one more way of, if you want like custom exception handling. For example, this was something internal, like integer division by 0, or there are some different pre-built pre-built exception handling terms. But what if we want our own custom exception handling? For example, I am creating an application which requires a password of length greater than 8. So let's see how we can solve that. So okay, so I have this here password. I will just create a string called password, which has a password my name Praveen. Okay, which is, you can see it is less than 8 characters. So I will just use try to try something. So first, before trying something, I will just create a function to check if the whether my password length is less than 8 or not. So check password length. So I will just write a parameter here, password. Okay, so if password dot length is less than 8, if the my password length is less than 8, it will show something, what do something, right? So it will, what it will do is it will okay, it will create a, it will throw an exception on the screen, like it was thrown in the command line. You can see integer division by 0. So I have to throw my custom error, custom exception. So I will throw new. So throw is used for throwing or showing the exception in the terminal. So this error was in the terminal, was given by throw command. So I am just throwing a new exception, which is a custom exception. Custom exception. So I will just make a custom exception, password length. Now what is password length? Here is a new custom exception I am creating, and this is a class name. Actually this is a class name, so I have to create a class where I will handle the, I will just have the values of my exceptions, because this exception like integer division by 0 is also a class which has the, you can say, uh, error message for representing this all errors. So let's make a class here about class password length. Now password length implements exception, so which is created here a class. So what is implement here is like similar to the class in inheritance we have studied in last video, that in, there is a, you can say, for creating a subclass we use extend here. That means we can access all the attributes and function of the parent class, but in implements it also means the same. We can access the, you can say, elements or you can say attributes or functions of exception class. This is exception class, but without creating a subclass. The password length is not a subclass of exception class here. It just helps, it can access the values of that exception but without being a subclass of it. So now we will just create a you can say message, error message. So I have this message here, string message, which is empty for now, and is empty for now, and we will make a constructor here. Whenever the class password length is called, we will just change this message by something different. So password length constructor, this is a constructor. So for changing the value of this message, we will use this dot message here. So I have to pass some value here in this constructor to change this value of message. So I have to just pass here some message. So password is length is password length is less than 8 characters. Okay, the password length is less than 8 characters. So this dot message will be the value, password length is less than 8 characters, which will be assigned to this message. Now we can use this message whenever we can use this password length as an exception, similar to like the integer division by 0 exception. Now we have our own exception, which is password length exception, which has the message password length has is less than 8. So I will just try now giving this password we created Praveen. So I will just pass this password to check the password length. Check password length, password. So I am just passing this function, the parameter called password, which I have created here and given the value Praveen. And if there is an error given by this function, that is if the password length is less than 8, it will raise an error or throw a new error, which is password length is less than 8. So this message will be accepted by this computer as password length is less than by 8, and then I will just cache that password, or you can say on password length, password length. Now print, please enter password greater than your password length greater than 8 characters. Okay, so let's run the program and see also the final block. Finally, print, we created, okay, finally the exception was handled. Okay. Okay, so now our code is done here. We have written all the code to handle the exception of password length. Now let's see what happens if we, okay, so let's run the program. You can see here, like, please enter password length greater than 8 characters. Finally the exception was handled. That means when, because the password length was less than 8 characters, it creates an error here, which we used here, we on password length error. So it caught the error, it caught the error that password length is somewhere is an error which is given by this class. So we have to do something instead of raising the error or returning the terminal, uh, so many or big, so many lines of errors. Instead I have to replace that by this statement, print password length greater than 8 characters, and then finally go further and execute another statements below it. So it did not stop the program, instead it completed the program and then ended the program at the last. This was the way of handling the exception you will be using in real life applications such as mobile application, where you will handle password, not only password but like in games where you will handle some difficult error exceptions. So this is a simple handling of errors or exception handlings in Dart language. So thank you for watching this video, and if you still have some doubts or queries, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you again for watching this video.